Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Tomorrow's Friday, the 4th of July. Be careful out there. Don't blow your hand off or anything else, or anybody else's for that matter. Be careful if you're on the road. You know, a lot of people are traveling. A lot of people be out drinking and partying and things. And step away from the plate. Don't overeat, okay? Don't overeat, because trust me, I got up to 275, and it's been hard. It's easy to put it on, but it's hard to take it off. Okay, so we have the fly in the ointment. And, you know, I don't know if you've ever dealt with somebody who's had addictions. And you see and you know that they're headed for trouble. And you tell them, and it doesn't matter. Until they hit rock bottom, they'll never change. It won't affect the change. And so this is the Joneses. And we were at the same point we were last year, be it, though, a little bit better of a situation because of Micah Parsons, the person. Micah Parsons, who recognizes that my contract is big, okay, that I want to get a huge contract, but also my brand going forward. I mean, Tom Brady signed, what was his deal? What, $250 million 2 years ago to be a broadcaster? Micah understands that he has to perform for the big money even beyond playing football. I mean, Tony Romo is making, what, $15 million a year? And so he recognizes holding out does not help me. You can look at D-Law holding out, how his season went because he didn't get his shoulder operated on. You can look at Zeke Elliott holding out. He got his contract, but it wasn't a good season. And so Micah recognizes holding out's not an option, which is better than what happened with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, of course, who did hold out. I can't say for sure that it affected his season, but having to slowly ramp him up to get up to speed is not a good thing. But we were in the same situation where had the Cowboys signed CD early on, $30 million, Tyreek Hill, at the beginning of the offseason last year, Tyreek Hill was the highest paid at $30 million. Could you imagine how good we'd feel right now had the Cowboys gotten CD's deal done early in the season and it was $30.5 million? Looking at it now, seeing that, you know, Jamar Chase is, 41? You'd feel pretty good. And the thing is we've said this before many, many years ago about Dak Prescott. As soon as Kirk Cousins got his deal, that was the time that the Cowboys should have done the extension for Dak Prescott, and they could have got him for about $28.5 million. Instead, they didn't. They waited, and it cost them a whole bunch more. They franchise tagged him. So here we are with Micah, and we were at 35 as the highest paid non-quarterback at the beginning of the offseason, and now the number has escalated because, of course, Myles Garrett got 40. And now we have T.J. Watt, who is, you know, a lot of people thought, okay, well, T.J. Watt, he's not going to get a whole lot of money because, you know, he's 30 years old. They're not going to make him the highest paid at 30. Oh, okay. He wants to be the highest paid. And so that means Micah Parsons' deal goes up if you do it after T.J. Watt. So now should be the alarm flags, the alarm warnings, warning, Will Rogers, warning, should be going off for the Cowboys to say, okay, we played around enough. Let's get this thing done because it might cost us $2 million more a year. And if we're talking about 4 or 5 years, it's another $10 million. $10 million, you know, you got George Pickens for 3.5. You got Dante Fowler, in essence, on a $6 million deal for with incentives. So those two players right there could be the difference of getting Micah's deal done before T.J. Watt. And that's the way the Cowboys need to look at these things because, I'm not mad at the players getting paid. When you hear about Warren Sapp, who made $58 million, he made $58 million and went bankrupt. Now, some of that's stupidity. Some of that is financial illiteracy. I mean, dude had 5,000 pairs of Air Jordans. $5,000. What are you doing with 5,000 pairs of Air Jordans? Are you selling them? Or are you wearing one every hour on the hour? So that guy made $58 million, went bankrupt, and now he works for Colorado at about $150 a year. So I ain't mad at the players making money. I'm more mad at them not understanding how to make their money grow. So here we are, the Joneses, who will not, let's be clear here, they will not get this thing done before training camp. And if T.J. Watt gets paid, so be it. I think the Cowboys look at it from the standpoint of, hey, it's more talk about us. They probably love the fact that T.J. Watt is now making noise. Because then, of course, everybody's talking about Micah. Cowboys, when are you going to do something? Maybe it's narcissistic behavior that they just love people to talk about them. I don't know. But it makes no sense whatsoever. You supposedly have a baseline of what this deal's supposed to be. Then what's the holdup? Why can't you call the agent and say, let's get this done? I don't know, man. I don't know. But, hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll that hopes that my team can get their shit together and do some good things. One can hope, can't we? One can hope. All righty, good people. It's been a long day. But I have good news. I'm losing weight like a mother humper. Working out in the heat. Sweat your ass off, literally. Peace out.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Brought to you by Lincoln Mercury. Nobody has more kinds of cars or more kinds of people. See them at the sign of the cat. By Goodyear, makers of the custom Steel Guard radial tire. And by State Farm Mutual. Almost anywhere you live, there's a State Farm agent nearby. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.